Okay, so if you've been following Elon Musk, he's got a little bit of a stalker who likes to track his private plane. They actually got an interview here in Australian TV on the project, so I thought I'd show you the interview and also give my thoughts on what should happen here. Here we go.
Well, it's the ultimate Gen Z versus Gen X game of cat and mouse. A teenager tracking a billionaire's every move and posting it all on Twitter.
In 2020, US teenager Jack Sweeney launched @ElonJet, a Twitter account that uses bots and public air traffic data to track the private jet of billionaire car and space guy Elon Musk.
So that's the thing. It is actually public data, and I'll go into that after we listen to this. But yeah, it is public. There's not really much he can do about it.
Hoping to put a stop to it, Musk slid into Jack's DM and asked, "Can you take this down? It's a security risk." Jack said, "But I worked really hard on it. I'll take it down for a Tesla Model 3. Musk responded, "No way. How about $5,000?" To which Jack replied, "I'll only take it down for $50,000.
I don't think it went down like that, but he elaborates later.
Musk walked away. 100 flights more than Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, travelling a distance that would get you 2/3 of the way to the moon, which is what I thought these were for. So in the spirit of encouraging entrepreneurship, should Elon cough up the 50K? Or should little Jack Sweeney make good and take ElonJet offline?
Maybe you should give him a job. He sounds like he's pretty proficient. Although it's probably not too difficult to do. I'll show you later. Here we go.
And to help us answer that question, we're catching up with the creator of ElonJet himself, Jack Sweeney. Jack, why did you even decide to create this Twitter tracker?
I created the account because I was interested in Elon Musk and what business he'd be doing. You know, I knew he had a private jet. I'm interested in SpaceX and Tesla, and I'm a bit of a fan, so it's pretty interesting to see.
So when did Elon first get in touch with you, and what did he say to you?
Well, he offered me the $5,000 after we talked about how it worked, and he was interested in how it worked. And then I countered offered 50.
So you say you set this up because you're a fan, like that was your original motivation. He then tells you, "Please stop, this is a security risk."
Yep.
As a fan, wouldn't that lead you to maybe have pause and think about whether or not this is a good idea?
It's exactly right. It's not a good idea, is it, mate?
Yeah, there's some merit to it, of course, but like, you know, he goes to public places and there's hundreds of people, but at the airport, no one shows up to the airport. I don't feel like it's that big of an issue. He has that head of team that gets there before the plane with a car, and you know, it's a private jet, so he walks right from the jet to the car.
But the thing is, I think he's worried that somebody's going to try and shoot his plane down as he's, you know, if they know the flight path. I think that's the problem here. It's not on the ground.
Given he said he's really uncomfortable with it, and you've put up, you say you're a fan, what do you think's the benefit of it now? What purpose is it serving?
I still think there's like a lot of people interested in it. Like, you know, that there was already like Tesla and SpaceX people that were interested in where he's going, and now there's way more people interested in where he's going. And you know, there's people that are against like billionaires, so there's some people that are like that are interested in it.
But how well that sounds like exactly why it might be a worry. if the people that are becoming interested in are the ones that really don't like him and would wish him harm, doesn't that worry you?
Yeah, a bit.
But not enough to make you change what you're doing?
Not yet. No, not enough yet.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Jack. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know about this. That's it, you know, I mean, he doesn't seem like someone who's gone into this with blackmail intentions, but like it actually has ended up being blackmail or an attempt at blackmail.
It always surprised me when you see these stories. You imagine this coordinated network of hackers, these adults sitting. He's just a 19-year-old in his room. Like the ability now for young people to do things like quite. Like,
or anybody,
it's quite intense thing.
I'm over 50. I could do this too, you know.
Tracking the movements of people. Just a guy in his room.
I know.
It's quite scary.
I will put up all the tracking of Pete's movements though later in the show. That's going to be yes, it's very exciting.
All right, so let's run through this. So we'll get the web browser up, and we'll get rid of this VLC player. So basically, we've got this website here, and it just shows a publicly available information of. I'll just move myself over here. You can see on the left there, I've got Elon's plane up. So this is just the public available ADS-B data, and you can just look up planes and see it. Because basically, with your apps like Flight Radar 24, it blocks some of the data. If you see here up on the left here, it's got the database flags as LADD, which is Limited Aircraft Data Display. So basically, they're saying that this data from the ADS-B, that's right, ADS-B has limited public display, right? So it's got that flag there on the thing, but you can get, this is the raw data you can just get off this website, and he's put it on his Twitter account too. Like if you look at his Twitter account, it actually tells you where he gets it from. Data from ADS-B Exchange. I knew all this because I got into Flight Radar 24 quite early, and they offered me an ADS-B receiver, right? And you get a premium membership, and I applied for it, but I think because I live fairly close to an airport, my data would have been pretty much useless, because it's like, they've basically given to people that are sort of remotely so they can increase the coverage of this data, right? So I didn't get one. Apparently equipment back then, this was in 2014, and the equipment was quite expensive, so they're only giving limited numbers away to people. So this is the website. This is his Twitter account, the guy. So I'll just show you here. So one thing I noticed was, it looks like, if you look here, he's still posting. This is like yesterday. He's still posting his Elon's planes landed. I'm not too comfortable with this. I don't like it. But I'll show you something really interesting. It goes here. The aircraft was in mode S only, no ADS-B. Elon's operations pilots either are breaking rules or got the exclusive permission. So basically, they've turned their transmitter off, the ADS-B transmitter, which transmits the location of the plane, which gets picked up by the receivers and publicly goes to the ADS-B exchange, which is public available website, and you can go in there and look at the data. So it's got MLAT is being used to calculate locations, so the bot still works. Usually only military aircraft are allowed to do this. So very interesting development. So basically, Elon looks like he's trying to circumvent and try and stop this guy publishing his data, but he's bloody using the bot's still working. Personally, I think he should take it down. All right, I think Elon should be allowed to fly around with reduced visibility. February 2nd. So if you look at the website, we'll go back to the website, and I will show you. Let's have a look. Just going to grab the actual website again. Sorry. Let's zip down to it. Come on. That's the one there. Click on that. Come up. That should come up now. There we go. So we've got a website here. And on the left-hand side here, you've got the history. You can see the history there. And you can go through the previous day. So as you can see here, there was no data displayed. So he's obviously turned it on. So you can see it updating there. No data available on February 2nd. No data available February 1st. And I think the last one was around about the 25th. So you can look at the history here. Oh, here we go. So it's loading it up here. So Austin Airport there on the 25th. So this is all publicly available. This is the transmitter transmits the data, and they display it on this website. Nothing illegal about it at all. This is just publicly available. You can see up at the top there, it's got Elon Musk registration, which the guy has actually put on his website as well, on his Twitter account. You'll say Elon Musk's 2015 Gulfstream G650. It's got Elon Musk there. You can see there, Elon Musk, the owner. It's got the SWORT code there as well, which is 4-digit SWORT code. All right, so it looks like he's turned it off. But so you can look at the history. You can zip through here. You can find all the places he's gone to. It looks like it was in Hawaii. He went to on the 22nd. What's that one? So you can just zip through. I'll let you guys zip through it, but it looks like Elon's attempting to block this guy and trying to, protect himself. But yeah, I don't know, man. So personally, I would take it down. I wouldn't. Elon's not comfortable with it, basically, and Elon, like if it was Mark Zuckerberg, it's like, yeah, put the data up, because Zuckerberg uses our data and he makes money off of it. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If he doesn't care about our privacy. But Elon Musk, I don't think he's had any sort of data breach. He's not using our data for anything. So I think we should respect his privacy. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Leave your comments below. What do you think? Should Elon have privacy with his private plane, even though by law he's meant to have a transponder, not a transponder. It's really a emitter, a transmitter on his plane saying where his location is by law, and so legally he should be transmitting it, but it looks like he's not. Yeah, so should there be exceptions for billionaires and so forth to fly their planes in private and not have any security concerns? Leave your comments below and I'll see you next time. Cheers.